What's up, guys? My name is Emily of AdventureFamDam, and I've been collecting camping gear for, I don't know, 15 years now. And today I wanted to give you a rundown of our favorite camp stoves over the years, what we still have. So let's just jump right into that. The first camp stove we ever invested in once we graduated from tinfoil over the fire, still a great technique, by the way. Like, you don't need to spend very much money at all to start camping. Tinfoil, veggies, hobo dinner on a fire, amazing. But when we wanted to upgrade, the first one we ever got was the Coleman double burner. It's a butane stove. Shaking around in there. I'll open it up for you in case you've never seen one of these. It's super simple, and it packs down pretty small. It's got its own little windshield, and this little bugger hooks onto the side, and it's used with propane canisters like this, which I believe are refillable. We usually just exchange them and get new ones. And this has been old trusty forever. We still have it because we can't get rid of it. We love it so much, even though we don't actually use it that much anymore because we have upgraded. But 10 out of 10, like, we have been using this thing for so many years. It's never broken, it's always worked. It's just your sort of classic camping stove. Like, if you're starting out, I think the investment is somewhere between like 50 and 80 bucks. Which can potentially feel like a lot depending on your budget, but it will last you forever. So our upgrade is this FSR camping portable gas, also butane stove. And the reason why we love it, this nice little case, but it's just really packable, really small, and basically just like bulletproof. So you can see it's like smaller than half. It's a little thicker of the Coleman stove. So let's open it up and take a look inside. FSR is Free Spirit Recreation. They also make our rooftop tent. We love everything that they make, basically. They do a lot of camping gear and accessories, and it's all made very well. So as you'll see with this guy, it's just a super solid camp stove. Packs down incredibly small. And when you open it up, it's just got one little clip. Double burner, almost the same size as the Coleman. And it uses the same type of propane. And it has a very packable small hose for that as well. One thing that we probably use the most, more than anything, is this great little griddle attachment. I know you can get one for the Coleman that's quite large, which might be a good option if you have a big crew. But we're a family of 3, so this little griddle pops on. We grill our meat or veggies on there. We stick our coffee percolator right on here. We really do love this thing. And we love how small it packs. I have a feeling like we're gonna be using this for years. And I would say that 99% of the time we're camping, we're using this guy. Sorry, old Coleman, old trusty Coleman that we loved for so long. Sometimes you just gotta upgrade. So the other options that I'm gonna show you, so these are kind of like your overlanding, your car camping solutions here. One more car camping solution that is a little interesting, I think, is this electric camp stove. So it's got this electric base. Here, this is by Stoke Voltaics. So it plugs in to the back here, electric base, and then you've got your sort of pan and pot with the handle that clicks right on, and you kind of gotta like get it on there just so it clicks on. There we go. Comes with a lid. So it does nest, but it's still kind of bulky, I would say. The base nests in there as well, kind of. But you can see, like, it's still bulkier than the FSR stove. And then the other issue with this, I would say, is just that, like, you do need an electric power source, We are bougie and we have all the camping gear. Like I said, I've been collecting for a very long time. So we do have, and I'll show you. Oh my God, these things are so heavy. This is a solar powered battery bank, which we can then hook this into and cook via solar power, via electricity, which is pretty cool. And then you don't have to deal with canisters. But these are a huge investment if you don't already have one. It's a little bit of a leap to invest in this and then invest in a cooking system of this sort. So, you know, it's a good option if you already have a battery bank or if you really don't want to use butane. Another thing I will say about this cooking system that it kind of ruins it for me, one of the reasons why we really never use this, is this sort of sparkly, shiny non-stick that it's got. I just assume that that's toxic. I don't know, and I can go to their website and find out and maybe drop that down below, but it does not look like it's that safe if you scratched it with a metal spatula. So you just have to be careful with that. I'm gonna stick to cast iron and my gas stove. I do, however, like, and this comes with the package there, this is also electric. It's kind of like the jet boil, but electricity instead of butane. And this thing heats up water really fast. So we do use this quite a bit, and it's stainless on the inside. So that's a pretty neat little tool. The last camp stove that I personally own is the backpacking camp stove. So these are great for car camping if you want something ultra light. This thing is very, very light. It's actually not my favorite backpacking stove. A lot of people love the jet boil, which is again like this, but with packable butane. Or you can sort of get those little MSR, I think it's the same brand, MSR canisters that just have like this part that folds out on the top of them. But we went with this one like many, many years ago because it was ultralight, and it essentially hooks up here and you like pump your butane in, and you need to use this kind of canister, and it has this basically tin foil of a wind block, anyways. But it does pack down ultra small and it does the trick. It's just not as easier as some of the other options. It takes a little getting used to, a little reading of the instructions, which nobody really likes to do. So this isn't my favorite backpacking stove that I've ever tried. But, you know, a backpacking stove, we keep it in the car just in case. If one of our other systems fails, we always have a backup. And so that's pretty nice. MSR is known for making really good shit. So like solid stuff. I did forget to say that the FSR has its own wind shield. What did we decide on that? Windshield? That also comes in a little handy dandy case and just folds out just like the Coleman one. So I would say that 99% of the time we're using the FSR portable camp stove, but if you're getting started and you're on a budget, the Coleman is amazing. I'm not gonna highly suggest the electric stove, but if that's your jam, like go for it. And if you're a backpacker, I'd love to hear what your backpacking stove is, and just in general for camping. I'd love to hear what you use, what you found to be the best. Let us know, and yeah, thanks for stopping by for my camp stove rundown. FSR 10 out of 10, Coleman 10 out of 10. The rest of this stuff is to be debated still. So anyways, Emily from AdventureFamDam, thank you for being here. Love you so much.